Awesome. Yay.
And the goal was to own visual search, that whenever someone is thinking about visual search, immediately we'll think about Superfish, to define what is visual search and to make it a reality. And we are making good progress on that, especially in the past few months. I can tell you that there is a big shift. We are getting inquiries every day, more than one, from big companies, from startups, asking us about visual search, how the future is going to look like, what people are going to do with that, how they are going to use it. Even Electronic Arts yesterday, they came to ask and start to think about ideas, how to use it for games and so on. And I think that the main thing that made the difference is the mobile apps. The moment that we can, the great magic of visual search appears in a device that has a camera. So when you take a picture and something happens, it's totally working. And I can see when I'm doing presentations for VCs and such, then there is a big shift. From the day that I have a mobile app, just taking a picture of a regular office chair and I can show results, the presentations and the dynamics became completely different. No one is asking anymore any question about technology. It's clear that whatever if someone that can do that, he knows what he's doing on the technology side. So this box is checked and we can talk about the other stuff. Another thing which is super impressive to everyone is the product that we are creating. So they totally see the difference between the chem finds of the world or in even Baidu, that they throw the visual search on the users, hopefully that they will have an idea what to do with that, versus our approach that we are trying to make it something very specific for the users, giving them ideas and working with them, seeing what clicks they are doing, what pictures they are taking and so on, and tuning the application so it will be something super useful. So it's totally, people see that it's super impressive. And in order to continue or in this goal of being a leader, one more thing was missing in the picture, and this is the branding. Branding is multi-layer thing with everything from the neat stuff that we'll talk I'll show in a second, the visual part of it, but then it's connected to everything, the way that you speak, the voice, the tone, the way that we write, present, and so on. Alyssa will talk about it more. So when we started the process about how to brand the company, very fast everyone started to think about eyes. And it's not the first time. Even when we created initially Superfish, when you talk about image search and understanding and so on, people think about eyes. So we decided to go in that direction, but we wanted to be special. Many companies from CBS to NVIDIA are using eyes in their logos, but we wanted to have something special. So our inspiration came from very powerful science. All logos that survived hundreds of years, from the Hamsa in India to Greece and Turkey with the anti-evil eye. So we took that as inspiration, created this thing, not forgetting that at the end of the day what we are doing is search, which is always the symbol of search is a magnifying glass. Put them together, and voila, this is what you get. Can you see the magnifying glass?
We need magnifying glass.
And this is how it goes with the colors, the fonts, and even the tagline. Something very simple, but with a very strong call to action. Just search visually.
Here are some fun ways that we'll be putting this to use, and there'll be many, many more. One thing to note with the tagline for search visually, as we all know, I'm sure in this room, that there's a lot of little guys in visual search and big guys in visual search trying to claim it in different ways, and there's a lot of confusion on what it is because so many people are kind of trying to define it, and we really want to define it. And search visually is a good way to define visual search as something, our visual search is something being totally different than the other ones out there. I think that one thing that we are going to say, we went through, as Adi said, much time not only figuring out the fun stuff here, but also working with our branding company to talk about the positioning, the language, the voice. And this is just a quick sneak peek of what we've come to as far as an overarching theme of what we're going to be focusing on. The Superfish, the fact that we're actually delivering on the true visual search is the key. We're going to take the ownership of visual search. As we again know, a lot of people have attempted it and failed. So this is the language that you'll see moving forward through all of our marketing communications will be not of we're trying to do something, but that we are doing something and taking that ownership. We're going to be talking a lot about these 3 reasons of why we should believe or why people should believe in us. And the 3 differentiating pillars of this won't always be in the same language, but when we're talking, those 3 elements will always be communicated. The image-to-image search, the differentiator of us doing it to image and no tags. The richer discovery. You know, this isn't about exact search, this is about similar search, this is about defining the true inspiration of discovery. So that's the final pillar, is inspiration. So true, you might not see this in this exact writing, but it will be the element of everything we communicate to the public, whether it's on our website, whether it's in our marketing materials, whether it's on the phone at conferences, whether it's in our press articles. I'll be looking at every press article to see are those 3 elements a part of what we're doing, and that's how I will evaluate what success means. You'll also be getting, I'll put this all on the Dropbox, a complete branding guidelines book that includes everything from what colors you use, to what fonts you use, to what kind of languages, how to use the visual search, how not to. There's a whole section on what not to do. And I'll be putting that in Dropbox and sharing it with everybody. We'll also be sending out a template for PowerPoint presentations, logos on letterhead, signatures in your emails, ways to use the signature and not use the signature, what happens when you have a new product and how you change your signature or don't change your signature, all that kind of good, hopefully not policing stuff, but we need to find get a little bit closer to have, because anyone that knows anything about communications and branding is the more you say something the same way and have it visually done the same way, the more people will remember it. Yes. So I'm going to be a little bit of a stickler on that. So I will be putting that all in Dropbox. Probably the next part of this conversation is going to be our sneak peek into our new website that we will be launching on Monday. And as part of that launch, we'll be revealing our whole brand. And with that, I will be sending out the Dropbox link with all those things. And as you go through and you're communicating in any way and you have any questions, feel free to just ask me. Because I know the first couple months will be a transition, so if you have any questions, feel free to just ask me, okay? And now, a sneak peek to our new website. So the new website is going to incorporate a lot more of our products in it, and it's also going to be defining visual search in every way we can. You'll see there's a lot more content that's going to be on here, and it's an attempt to make us seem like a little bit more of a grown-up company than we were before. So if you go down to what is visual search, you'll be able to get more of a describer, so when people are coming to figure out what's going on. The beauty about this website, and if anyone that's worked with our past website, is it is very easy to change things. So we will be updating things on a regular basis with new products. We'll be able to test what's working and what's not working in our language. So when you go down to how does it work, it goes to our technology page. You all have a chance to be able to read this language a lot more. Fun things like pop-ups to be able to really show a little bit more of what we're doing. You'll notice that the language is a lot more playful. Our voice, which you'll see in the brand guidelines, is a voice that's a little bit more playful, but also a little bit more aggressive. So instead of taking on those other smaller companies out there, we're going to be going straight up against Google. So you'll find different language that doesn't directly say that, but definitely points to that. So going back up, and keep ordering that. It says, where can I get it? It'll go to our product page. And then our news page, where this one will make me very happy that we actually can show off our news.
Nice.
And our awards and our reports. And you can actually click to get all of our news. Yes, I'm going to show you them all just because I'm so happy.
All the
about it.
trophies. Yeah.
All the trophies, I'm going to show them to you.
I like the logos too.
I do.
Well, Jeff did a great job. Thank you to Jeff for all of his
Yeah, it looks really good.
hard,
Yes.
quick work. About us, again, we're looking like a real company here.
Feels like Easter. Jeff came out of the cave.
With also links to our board members so people can find more about us.
Cool.
Let me take you back to this, show you some other of the perks. Well, this will be updated as we get more photos. We're going to try to, especially today, later today, get some more photos when you guys see more of our brand.
That's really nice.
Not paying attention.
And then we'll have a
Stealth
jobs
photos.
page now.
And that people can actually,
And people can
Apply.
actually, and look at when you hit apply what you see. Isn't that cool?
they can actually apply on a website.
And so we have a form now, they'll come to us. These social media things haven't been updated, but they'll all be updated on Monday, and they'll all look with our same branding and feel and everything else. And so that's it.
Nice.
Very excited. So all of you have your own name tags to find your name and make your goodies. And
Jeff, Nicole.